the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him, cause they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. San Francisco 49ers taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
The lengthy Armstead made a great play there, and he's making up for lost time after he battled injury last season. Getting him back makes an elite group of pass rushers downright scary.
On second down, Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with up.
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 16. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll give it to Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Purdy sliding out of the pocket. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He's going to try and go deep again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right?
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding.
There he goes, left side. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Evans on the toss left side. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now at first down, it's Purdy. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Now Burrow on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. A pretty nice gain there on the run, gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 65 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Purdy throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And out will come the offense as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Second down and 4. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Dances by him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. .103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, a great grab by Kittle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now it's Burrow. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chris Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut in. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 42, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Short throw to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. This one hauled in by Sample. Call it a gain of a yard. And it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To the air again, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home